Yo, what is up guys, I am Samyak Bakliwal here. So audio can be a tricky question, especially if you're talking to a person who shoots video, someone like you and me, because audio is equally if not more important to video, and for good video quality you need good audio quality. That's like a good package. The thing is, good audio quality can cost a ton of money and can actually kill your wallet. Because if you're starting on YouTube or filmmaking, that can stop you from getting really good video quality that you deserve. So I made videos on how to make your videos better. I have a playlist on my channel, so check that out in the description down below and up here. Somehow solving that dilemma would be a shotgun mic that is cheap and doesn't sound that bad as well. Particularly I am talking about the Takstar SGC-598. Yes, I remember the name. So this is a shotgun microphone, very famous on Amazon. It would cost you around 3600 on Amazon, links down below, check that out. And this is very famous amongst people who want to shoot video and cannot invest on Rode microphones per se. So that's why I'm reviewing this product today. I'll be doing a lot of audio tests, so skip to the point in the description down below. If you are, I know you're lazy, just skip to that point. Right, for the unboxing, well, everything outside the box is mostly Chinese, so let's just dig right in. First up, you'll find the carrying pouch, which I found quite cheap. Sure, it'll do the job, but still cheaply made. Then comes up the pop ears. Hell, let's not waste the time here. Moving the foam aside, you'll be welcomed by the microphone itself in a foam cutout. I must say, that's a lot of protection. First impressions, well, not a fan of the plastic body here, it's bugging me a little bit. More on that later. Then there's the windscreen right above that and some rubber attachments for some anti-shaking jazz. Onto the microphone itself. So as I said earlier, this has a plastic casing. I would say apart from choosing a bad kind of material, it's kinda good as it makes the microphone lighter than it's supposed to be. It's all black and on the left there are 3 switches. So one of them is low pass filter with filters of low bassy voices of the recorded audio. Then you have 10 dB boost, which is kinda self-explanatory, and then you have the on-off switch, which is even more self-explanatory. Now there's on and off switch, that means it has its own power source. Yes, so it takes 2 AA batteries on the other side, which is very good as it doesn't affect the camera battery. On the front and the back you have rubber brackets to reduce mechanical shake. And I shall say it now as well, the horseshoe mount isn't metallic, it's all plastic and toyish. I expected metal to be here at least, and the most important part extending ahead is the microphone itself. So being a shotgun design, the microphone is on the front, this small grill, and keeping it simple, let's just say the wrist grills keep the outside noise out. And by the way, luckily the front shotgun portion is completely metal, which finally brings rest to my eyes. Above that you can put the windscreen, which I kinda like using. The one final thing is the auxiliary cable that comes out below the barrel and ends with a 3.5mm jack. So after attaching the microphone on top of your camera, this jack goes straight into the camera. It's coiled and thin, but more importantly, it's small. It can be stretched thanks to the coil, but it's still small. I mean, I know it's meant to be like this, but I don't know. One thing I can definitely say is that I can definitely see the company doing some cost cutting on this piece right here. So now for the test, you guys are waiting for the audio test. Before I start, I just want to tell you that the Canon audio DAC in the camera itself is not so great. I'll be connecting the microphone to the camera itself, so keep that in mind. So now I have hooked up the Takstar on my camera itself. So as it has 3 modes, so I'll be shuffling between them to give you a better idea. Now the low pass filter is switched off, and as well as the 10 dB boost is switched off. So now I switched on the low pass filter, but the 10 dB boost is still switched off. Now it should clear out the low bassy voice on the recording itself, so I'm curious to see that. And I forgot to tell you that I'm 4 to 5 feet away from the camera itself. That's basically how normal it should be. So now the 10 dB boost is switched on, but the low pass filter is switched off. So I just want to tell you that the audio recorded on this microphone is completely raw, that means unedited, so you'll get a good idea on how this exactly sounds. Moving on, this again is 10 dB boost, but the low pass filter this time is switched on, so this is like the best this microphone has to offer. So yeah, now I have hooked up my Samsung Go mic to my camera itself, but the problem is this is not a shotgun mic per se, or it's not for recording like that. It's a tabletop microphone, so it's connected to the computer itself. So now it's connected to the camera and the microphone is connected to the computer, so cables everywhere. That's why main reason I went for a shotgun mic, the Takstar. Now this doesn't mean this is a bad microphone. I mean, this is a really good microphone for the budget at least. I've been using this for like 7 months and it's paying off really well. I've done a video on it, so check that out up here. And just for the sake of comparison, now we are using the inline microphone of the camera, that's the Canon 700D, and this is like the base minimum of bad audio quality you can get. So yeah, man, this is bad. So yeah, I listened to all the audios recorded on the microphone itself, but the one thing that hit me instantly is that the audio recorded on my Samsung Go mic was a bit more cleaner than this Takstar. It gets a bit louder and is overall better, but the one thing the Takstar is better at is noise isolation. Not here but there, because that's one hell noisy street, and as this is like a shotgun microphone, it's indeed doing that very well. Talking about the 10 dB boost, it's a bit dicey because it brings the volume up definitely where I want it to be, but it distorts at that part definitely. And the low pass filter definitely is doing some job, but it's not that considerable on the audio quality, so I would leave that on, leave that off. That doesn't make that much of a difference, but I wasn't sure how the levels on my camera was supposed to be, so if you have any recommendations down below. Yeah, so for the final verdict, let's just say this microphone has good cons, but it has equally good pros. So it is cheaply made, it has cheap materials, the audio quality is decent at most, but it is very cheap, and it would be a decent upgrade from what you're using right now, let's say the inline microphone on your camera. And for the cost, if you're on a budget, this microphone would be a really good choice, as it is definitely a really good upgrade, and you can definitely save some money and upgrade later on to a much better microphone. So that's all for this review. Drop a thumbs up down below if you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you love my content, check out my other videos in the description down below. Thank you for watching. I am Samyak Bakliwal here, and I'll catch you guys later.